Good morning. Well, actually, good afternoon now. My name is Steve Paquette. I'm going to try to do this chronologically so I don't forget anybody. About 8 months ago, we started shopping for a site here to do an assisted living residence in Milford. We wouldn't be here right now this fast without a lot of people and a lot of their help. So I'm going to try to do this chronologically. First of all, I'd like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Cheramicoli, the owners of our site, who we had a terrific working relationship with in putting together a purchase and sale agreement and allowed us to proceed. I would also then like to move right directly to the town of Milford. I've done probably 30, 40 of these projects over the years, and seldom have I had a community that had a better working relationship with working through obstacles than the town of Milford did. So everybody here for the town, I thank you deeply. I also want to thank the town, in particular Larry Duncan, for steering me to two other critical members of the team, our project counsel Ernie Pettinari and Mike Dean at G&H. We wouldn't be anywhere near as far without these two people right here, Dave and Lisa Udelsman, project architects. So a huge number of people have been responsible for getting us where we are today, not to say the least of which was the founder of our feast, Steve Crook. So here we are, we've broken ground, and now I pass the torch on to our construction folks, Carl and Pete, and then most importantly to our marketing and management folks. So with that, I'll turn it over to Bob Larkin.
Well, thank you very much, Steve. This is a real surprise. I had no idea he was going to turn anything over to me. Mostly I've been standing here while he's been talking, thinking about lunch and when that's going to be announced. We are really, really pleased to be in Milford. We operate a community right now in Hopkinton, campus at Hopkinton, which is exclusively memory care assisted living, and all the neighboring communities have so warmly received us. But we also know that people from Milford who come to our community at Hopkinton would rather stay in Milford. And we know that people who need assisted living they don't need necessarily to be in a memory support neighborhood. They want to be in a more residential, social environment that's appropriate for their needs and their social needs and other needs. And so it's a thrill to be able to have Cornerstone at Milford, which is going to both serve the memory needs of those who have memory impairment, as well as the seniors who need traditional assisted living and who want to stay in their own town. Milford is always been one of my favorite towns. Our executive director for this community will be Jamie Matthews, who the first time I interviewed her several years ago when she became executive director of campus at Hopkins, said, "There's one thing you've got to do. You've got to go and live in Milford. It's one of the best towns in Massachusetts." Again, it's really a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure also to be able to once again work with Steve Crook, Steve Paquette, and Peter Lee, and Carl. Some of you know, most of you know, we worked together to develop 8 highly successful assisted living communities in the last decade, and it was just a great experience working together, and we did great things for seniors. And to be doing it again, as Carl said a few minutes ago, to me it's we're going to have fun again, and that's how we all look at working with these projects. And it's the construction, it's the operations, it's the interior decorating. Our Carrier from Carrier and Associates is here. Dave Udelsman, Udelsman Associates, the architect, and Dave and Lisa, who we've been working with for so long, and sometimes he's easy to get along with, actually, unbelievably, but
good hit.
And if anybody has any concerns or any issues with the building as you see it going up, you want to talk directly to David Udelsman, because we lost all kinds of arguments that you would have made you much more happy. But anyway, mostly, of course, Peter Mullen and I, who founded this company, and Tad Cullen, who's a partner, with us mostly I got to tell you, we're really thrilled to be working again with Steve Crook, and so we're really, really happy to be with. Thank you.
We hope to have the project open in the fall of 2013, and we believe this project is going to add quite a bit to the Milford area in that we have a unique program called Compass Memory Support Assisted Living, where we focus on treating the symptoms of Alzheimer's disease in a non-pharmacological way through many innovations and affiliations. So we're extremely excited to have that and be able to offer that to the residents of Milford, as well as our traditional assisted living, where we focus on maintaining people's independence for as long as possible. My primary role is supporting the operations of the community, as well as the sales and marketing, helping promote and spread the word out about this new community. What I can tell you is that having opened the Compass at Hopkinton property, one of the things that we learned fairly early on in the process is that the professional community who works with seniors in the area and are responsible for helping find appropriate placement for them have raved about SLR's management and right values approach to senior care. And one of the things that is consistent across the board is that we do what we say we're going to do. And we have helped seniors who have not been able to get the help in other areas and be very successful in helping them become independent and improve their quality of life and live very successful lives.
And we have been doing this kind of work for over 20 years. We have helped develop and opened and manage over 30 assisted living communities in Massachusetts and other parts of New England since the early 1990s. I had helped the Cornerstone LLC owner and Steve Paquette locate this particular piece of property once they had targeted the town of Milford. And I was very pleased that they did. Milford is a terrific town. I live in just a few towns away, so I know the community a little bit, and we have just broken ground on this today. So we see seniors in some cases from Milford having to leave the town, and we see other cases where families in Milford who have seniors who currently live away but would like to have them come here to live closer to them. They may find there is nothing available at the moment when they're looking in Milford, and so they have to go to other communities. What Cornerstone at Milford is going to be is a resource for the community, an additional resource beyond that which already exists.